Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to episode 19 of Geeklirious. As always, I am your faithful host, Brian, along with my co-host,
Mike.
And, so we have, once again, a fantastic show for you guys.
Yeah, we're gonna try.
As we do every week, without fail, we are in search of perfection. Every week.
No flaws.
No flaws. So, I think before we start off with our regularly scheduled programming, we want to give our best wishes to, I know, an idol of mine.
Ours, yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Kevin Smith, who actually suffered a heart attack.
Massive heart attack.
Massive heart attack, it was reported. What was it, a couple days ago now, right?
Yeah, 2 or 3 days ago.
Was that Tuesday?
I think it was like Monday or Tuesday.
Monday or Tuesday? So, yeah, essentially from what he wrote in his social media posts, he's, like, lucky to be alive.
Yeah, close call, man. The heart is a vital organ. Most people need that to live and stuff. Not me, but...
your heart.
No, but all jokes aside, we love Kevin Smith. I definitely can say for myself that huge inspiration for podcasting and writing and doing a lot of stuff. So yeah, he's I admire him, and he's still going strong. So he seems like he has a new like
an outlook on life.
Yeah, he has a nice vigor to him now. He
That's
says
good.
All the blood is pumping now because he has that stint in his heart, I guess. So says he's feeling good, and yeah, best of luck to him and his family.
Yeah, absolutely. Get healed fast. We want to hear you back on the podcast circuit, and
yes, we need to see Jay and Silent reboot.
Yeah, dude. More Jay and Silent Bob.
Reboot.
I want to see Clerks 3. I know it.
That's not happening.
I know it's not happening, but I really want it to.
I'm good with Jay and Silent Bob.
Yeah, so am I. I love them.
Sequel, yeah.
I have a Kevin Smith pop vinyl.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
As Silent Bob.
Mm.
It's one of the first pop vinyls I bought.
Yes, but so as far as the sad news is,
yes, get well soon.
About it. Yeah, but he's seems to be doing good. So
absolutely,
hopefully.
So, Mike, you ready for a little? Hey, did you hear?
When am I not in the mood for that?
All right. So, what are we starting with today?
Which, if you don't know, if you haven't listened to us before, that is our news segment.
Yes, it is.
We're trying it. Let us know what you think. So, yeah. Am I going first?
Yeah, you go first.
Yeah?
Oh, wait, no. I was going first.
I think you're going first.
I am going first today.
I was about to say.
See, I got all mixed up.
He made the mistake this time, not me.
We'll get it eventually,
You're
guys.
supposed to be flawless this episode.
Oh, no, I've ruined my perfection.
Yeah.
Alright. So, hey, Mike, did you hear that the date for Avengers Infinity War got moved up?
Yeah.
That didn't happen.
I did. I was squealing all day when I saw that on Instagram.
Squealing?
Yeah, I was squealing. That's, I guess, the most accurate sound I could describe.
All right,
when I saw that.
You heard it here first, guys. Mike apparently transmutated into a pig. So yeah, it was originally supposed to come out May 4th, and now it's pushed forward a whole week.
Yeah.
It's coming out April 27th, 2018, if that wasn't already abundantly clear.
Yeah, apparently along with, they also said about, 6 new titles. Unannounced titles. We don't know about, what it is. I'm assuming there's Black Panther 2 in that.
One can only speculate.
What else? Maybe we could be seeing some of
Guardians 3.
Yeah, but I'm maybe some X-Men stuff.
Maybe.
For
quite possible.
Yeah, very very possible. We don't know. Although Kevin Feige said that the Fox acquiring them's not going to change their stuff that's going on now.
Okay.
But we'll see. Who knows?
Yeah, that's kind of what I figured would happen, especially with Deadpool and the X-Men movies they already had slated.
Yeah, but hey, I love to hear new announcements, and I'm excited to see what they are. Just thinking about it, I'm gonna squeal.
Get you a little hot in the collar, a little feeling randy,
Pondering,
baby.
Yes. Yeah. And what do I have for you to tell you?
I'm ready.
Well, did you know that Brian K. Vaughan might be writing the Silver Surfer movie?
You know what? That sounds oddly familiar. I don't think we went over it 2 seconds ago, but we might have. And
you still don't have any clue about Brian K. Vaughan?
I don't know who Brian K. Vaughan is. He's a comic book writer, right?
Yeah.
Oh, see, I'm perceptive. I pick up on things.
Yes. From Y the Last Man fame.
Yes.
For at least most people, if you're not Brian.
Of course.
He shares your name. And
I read it at least 400 times. Like, come on, Mike.
Yeah, but I love Brian K. Vaughan, and
the Silver Surfer is a cool character.
Yeah. I hope they're doing some of the stuff that's been going on more in the recent stuff in the comics. I don't know. We'll see what we get with. They're probably going to do an Origins, I guess, again.
Yeah, I think you kind of need one.
How are they going to make Galactus look?
Just do it like he did in the comic book. That's all they need to do.
That would be crazy if we saw how he looks. That
just I maybe not go with like such a bright pink and purple.
If we even see Galactus in it, but
I don't know. They might just do what they did in Green Lantern, where they have there's a big black mass.
Yeah, that's going to be a real interesting one because it's all space and another planet. So.
Did they do that in Fantastic Four too?
Yeah, the second Fantastic Four.
Yeah, he was just a big black... What is with turning, like, giant planet eaters into just, like, a mass of black space? I don't get it.
You know, because they think... I guess, because they really don't... They don't like the stuff... Like, they don't... I guess they can't understand, like, how it's really supposed to, like, look. They don't want to... I don't know. It looks cool to me. I don't know. I don't know why they don't do that.
Galactus is a badass character. They think it looks stupid.
It's not realistic, but so they're just going to change it into what did it end up being?
I'm going to call it a black mass.
Yeah, a miasma. Yeah.
Yeah, I have asthma sometimes. So Mike.
Yeah.
Did you hear that there's another Muppet series being rebooted for Disney's unnamed streaming service?
Actually, I didn't because I really don't care about Muppets too much.
See, that's where we differ, Mike. I love the Muppets so much.
I like the Muppets too, but I'm not like the big like the movies. I don't know.
I'm a fan of
most Manhattan one was good.
Oh yeah, Muppets Take Manhattan is a classic.
I think that's the one I really ever
Muppets
seen.
Treasure Island, Muppets Christmas Carol, the original Muppets movie, the reboot Muppets movie.
Yeah.
I did not like the sequel to that.
So what's better, Sesame Street or Muppets?
The hell, Muppets are way better.
Than Sesame Street?
Hell yeah.
Really?
The Sesame Street is like a preschool thing. Muppets are like the adult version of Sesame Street.
I guess.
I already know how to count, Mike. I can spell. I don't need Sesame Street.
Hey, man.
What I need is Statler and Waldorf yelling insane criticisms at the Muppets while they're doing their show. That's what I need in life.
Yeah.
So essentially, they're if you were or were not aware, the ABC, owned by Disney, put out a Muppets TV show that was kind of like The Office a bit. Like they had those like side of way kind of, it's like individual interview type thing. And I really liked it, but unfortunately it got canceled after only one season. And I don't think it really hit the audience it was trying for. I don't think people really understood that it was more like an adult Muppets. So it didn't do great in the ratings. It got canceled. But I think Disney still has faith in the Muppets property because obviously they're bringing it back.
Yeah.
So we will see. I have high hopes for it because I love
But
it
is going to be, hopefully, like, it's not going to be animated, right? Imagine if it was just...
I think that kind of defeats the whole point of the Muppets. They have to call it like the Animuppets.
Muppet Babies, remember that?
I do remember Muppet Babies. Oh, that was animated.
Yeah, that was animated.
That's true. I don't know.
They could Muppet Babies us, bro.
I hope not. I like the puppets. No show. What shows use puppets anymore?
Yeah,
nobody does.
I know.
Like the closest thing you have is like claymation.
They need to bring back Dark Crystal. Remember that?
Yeah.
Movie?
Oh, that's all Jim Henson, man. Jim, Labyrinth.
Yeah.
Some David Bowie action.
Yeah, his groin.
And his groin. That's what I want to think about.
Anyways, did you hear? Apparently, one of the creators of The Last of Us, Neil Druckmann, he's not really too happy with the movie. He doesn't want it to be made.
To be honest, up until you told me this, I had no idea there was even a Last of Us movie in the works.
They've been talking about Uncharted and The Last of Us for a while with, to no real progress, I guess.
I don't know. If you want to go watch an Uncharted movie, just watch
Mark Wahlberg was, remember, he was in talks to be Nathan Drake?
Oh, God. No, it's a terrible choice.
At least that was the rumor I remember hearing. But yeah,
nothing against Mark Wahlberg, but I don't want to hear a Boston accent while he's running around temples. like I was trying to say before, if you want to see an Uncharted movie, just go watch Indiana Jones.
Yeah.
That's literally the same thing.
Yeah. Well, I mean, apparently he was supposed to write the movie. I think he just feels that, like, the movies are, like, cinematic enough.
Right.
They don't really need to, why bother with the movie when the game is so good already?
Absolutely. No, yeah.
Like, are they going to be able to do anything better in the movie? Maybe.
And
I know you haven't played it yet, right?
No, what, Uncharted?
Last of Us.
Oh, Last of Us, no. I still have to play it.
Yeah.
It's on my list.
Yep.
Yeah,
but I don't know. He says, well, let me read the quote. He said, I don't want that movie to be made. Maybe there's something that could be done with that world, either focusing on other characters or other times, but for me, and I know for Naughty Dog and for a lot of our fans, Noah North is Nathan Drake, Ashley Johnson is Ellie, Troy Baker is Joel, and it would be very disorienting to see someone else in that role.
Yeah, I can see that. I can absolutely see that.
Yeah.
It's just, those, like you said, those movies are so cinematic that there's really not much you can do with it, with the property. It's not like you're taking Pac-Man and creating a storyline around it.
I don't know, because I feel like in the new one that's going to come out, I really don't think that's going to have much of Joel and Ellie in it. I think it's going to be new characters. At least, I mean, that's what we saw. We saw new characters in the trailer, the extended trailer or whatever it was.
Yeah, I haven't seen the trailer. I don't want to watch the trailer for the second one.
Didn't we watch it? Didn't I show you the trailer for it?
I don't know. I didn't want to watch it because I haven't played the game.
Oh, okay.
If I haven't played the first one, I'm definitely not watching anything from the second one.
Well, it's your loss. Well, no, because it really doesn't make a difference because it has nothing to do with the first one.
I guess that makes sense if they're completely different characters.
Well, yeah, it didn't have...
Yeah, but what does that tell me? That tells me that there's a possibility that the characters from the first game don't make it out of the first game. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I think I could see that a little bit, yeah.
I mean, that would be my, my best guess, my inference here on the topic. Anyway, Mike.
Yeah.
Did you hear that Mark Millar says that the DC movies aren't doing well because the characters aren't cinematic?
Yeah, I did actually. You know why? Because I have the quote right here.
Oh, please, read it for me.
He says, I think it's really simple. The characters aren't cinematic. And I say that as a massive DC fan who much prefers the characters to Marvel's. Superman, Batman, and Wonder Woman are some of my favorites, but I think these characters, with the exception of Batman, they aren't based around their secret identity. They are based around their superpowers. Whereas the Marvel characters tend to be based around the personality. Matt Murdock or Peter Parker or the individual X-Men, it's all about the character. DC, outside of Batman, is not about the character. With Batman, you can understand him and you can worry about him, but some But someone like Green Lantern, he has this ring that allows him to create 3D physical manifestations in green plasma with the thoughts in his head. But he's allergic to the color yellow. How do you make a movie with that? In 1952, that made perfect sense, but now the audience has no idea what that's all about. I'm just going to leave it at that, because that's it. He goes on, but yeah. I kind of agree with him. Oh, I am biased because I do love Marvel movies in general more, and comics in general more. But I kind of agree with him. Like, besides Batman, do people care about the other characters?
I mean, Batman is my personal favorite DC character. I think he is, he has the most depth to his character. So I completely agree with Mark Millar when he talks about how Batman is so, I guess, easily translated to screen.
Yeah,
it's so well done. But with a character like Superman, he's really over the top. He has every power known to man. Legitimately, he's he can pick things up, fly, shoot laser beams, X-ray vision, frost breath. What can't he do? And I'm sure I didn't even hit all of his powers either.
Yeah, well, I mean,
super speed too.
Yeah, and it also it goes by what era or what version of Superman, because it's a bunch of, and his powers have changed and stuff over the years.
I am going to disagree with one point, because we've seen from The Flash, the CW show, that character can be made into a fleshed out, fantastic, on-screen, thing, even if it's not a movie, it's still a TV show. That show is fantastic. I unfortunately, I can't say the same for, Green Arrow or Supergirl. I'm not a huge fan of those shows. Yeah. Maybe that's the reason. Maybe certain characters aren't translated well. Mostly because I personally believe that Green Arrow is a Batman ripoff. Legitimately. I don't know how he is in the comic books, but the TV show, you can literally pretty much just replace Green Arrow with Bruce Wayne and you have the same story.
Absolutely. I mean, with
rich kid,
changes, but
goes through training, becomes a vigilante, dad dies. It's very similar storyline.
I mean, I would like to see more DC stuff just be better, because I do think they could do stuff with it, but I don't know. Their characters just never really appealed to me. I don't know. Even Batman, to be honest. But really, actually, I only like Green Lantern.
Green Lantern's a cool character, but I
like the core. Maybe not Green Lantern himself, but I like that whole... I mean, space is cool.
Sci-fi is just a cool topic in general. I like Green Lantern. I think the whole, Guardians of the Galaxy type thing, where they're the police force. That's cool.
Yeah.
That's a cool thing.
Sure. Yeah.
But it just, maybe Mark Millar is right. Maybe that is the reason. Maybe certain characters just don't translate well to screen.
That might, yeah. I mean, I think that has a lot to do with it. I think it definitely makes it harder to be on screen, but there's other things wrong with the DC movies, right?
I personally think that superhero movies in general tend to translate better to a TV series. You have more time to flesh out the characters. And not saying that Marvel has, obviously they've done a fantastic job, but they found the formula. They have the formula for a great superhero movie down pat. As we'll talk about later with Black Panther.
Yeah.
But, Marvel's done a great job. Maybe DC is hiring the wrong people. They don't have that formula. Maybe they'd be better off going the route of a Netflix type of thing, Smallville was pretty good, and they really fleshed out the character of Clark Kent. And I honestly think
that... But he was never Superman.
And for 2 seconds in the last episode. But I'm saying they had more time
that would piss me off.
Flesh out the character.
If I was a Superman fan and I was, watching that...
That's the thing. The show wasn't about Superman. It was about Clark Kent.
Do people care about
Clark Kent? But that's one of my favorite things about Iron Man 3. It's not about Iron Man. It's about Tony Stark, the man. And a lot of people don't like Iron Man 3 as much as 1. I personally think that 3 is just as good as 1, if not better. Obviously, we don't count 2 because 2 is pretty widely recognized as the worst of the three movies, if not one of the worst in the Marvel Cinematic Universe.
Maybe that might be 2. I didn't really like 3. Well, 3 had its part. There was things I liked of 3, but yeah.
I loved his interaction with the kid. The kid was hysterical.
I think there was a little too much of that.
Really? Oh, I could have. Yeah. I could have had a whole movie of them two just like shooting it back and forth. You know.
I just feel like it's Tony Stark. I don't know why he's like he needs he's a super genius and he needs help from this kid.
He's mentally damaged. That's Tony Stark's character. He's very similar to Batman in that he's got that. He may be a genius and he may be rich, but he's still mentally effed up. Like.
Yeah. Okay.
Nah, I just love the character of Tony Stark a lot.
But I kind of agree with Mark Miller. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, it's definitely an interesting topic.
Definitely.
So, you want to dive right into our main topic for this episode?
What is our main topic?
So, we're going to be talking about where does Black Panther fit in the rankings of the annals of the Marvel Cinematic Universe.
Mm-hmm.
So, we're going to do a review, and then we'll talk about where it fits. So,
and
yes,
should we do a spoiler free and then talk about spoilers? How do you want to work this?
To be honest, I'm just gonna dive right into spoilers with this.
Okay, so if you haven't seen it, be aware we're going to be ruining the whole movie for you.
Yes.
Okay, yeah, because it's
really hard to talk about
really
it without
hard to talk about movies without going in depth with the story.
All right. So, without spoilers, real quick, Mike, yay or nay?
Yay.
Okay, I'm going to go with a yay as well.
Yeah.
Okay, so
I think everyone knew that. Was anyone expecting it to be anything but a yay?
So, for those of you who are worried about spoilers, we both gave it a thumbs up. Go see it. For those of you who don't care about spoilers, listen, and we're going to talk about the movie now.
Yeah.
So I've been dying since you've seen the movie. I want to hear your reaction to it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, can you pass me that pad right there? It's got all my notes. I took many notes on Black Panther. I don't even know. It ran away from me. It's afraid I'm going to write on it some more because this thing is packed. So yes, Mike, please, as a Marvel fan, give me your impression.
Well, I really liked it.
Okay.
I don't think it's the best. If I was going to rank it, it's definitely there. It might be top 5 though. It might be there for me.
I might tend to agree with that.
Yeah. I don't think it's top 3. Maybe. It's tough.
I don't think it's top 3. But it is definitely top 5 for me.
I think it might be better than, I was going to say better than Doctor Strange and Ant-Man.
I would definitely say it's better than both of those movies.
You think so?
Yeah.
Yeah, I might agree with you. Better than Thor Ragnarok?
No.
I think it might be better than Thor Ragnarok, personally.
It might be. I don't know. Now that I'm thinking about it.
I don't think it's better than Winter Soldier.
No. Winter Soldier's so good.
Yeah, Winter Soldier is the best.
It might be like number 5 in my opinion.
Think so?
Yeah, because like if I was gonna, I think we've talked about this before, but like my top like 3, it's Guardians, Civil War, and Winter Soldier.
Yeah.
And then I don't even know, maybe Avengers 1, and then probably Black Panther. Honestly.
Okay.
Yeah. Like it's probably my number 5. That's how much I enjoyed this movie.
Things I liked about it, how it looked. I thought the visuals were amazing. I like the way Black Panther looks. I like the city. I feel like they might have showed too much of the city. I kind of wanted it to be, more of a secret for the first, movie. But,
I can kind of see where you're coming from, but most of the movie takes place in Wakanda.
Yeah.
So they kind of have to show it.
I don't know. Like, I kind of was hoping a lot of it was going to take place in other areas, and then, like, towards the end you get to see Wakanda.
Okay.
I really wanted it to go like that, but I was really happy with how it actually worked out. Michael B. Jordan as Killmonger.
Yeah, I have notes on him.
Yeah.
So
his hair was great.
His hair was great, wasn't it? Yeah. I've never really like gushed about a guy's hair before, but dude, if I was of the African American culture, if I was a black man, I would probably do my hair like that all the time.
Why wouldn't you?
That would be the only hair I would ever have.
I mean, as a white dude, I kind of want to try it, you know?
I wouldn't suggest that.
And he was so ripped, first of all.
Oh my God.
How jacked can one person be?
Jesus Christ. Yeah, he was out of his freaking mind. On another
level with how his chest was, working.
I was, like, there was that, when he fought, T'Challa?
Yeah.
I got it right, cool. When he fought him, and he takes off his shirt and he reveals all, like, the kill marks on him.
Yeah, the body scars, whatever. I was like,
my first thought was, wow, he killed a lot of people. My second thought was, holy crap, he's shredded.
Yeah.
He looked like $1 million. That's awesome. Good for him.
Yes, definitely.
I don't know. Hey, when you don't have a job and literally your job is just to act and work out.
Yeah, to do those crunches.
Or
whatever you have to do to look like that.
Yeah, right? He probably works out 100 hours a day like The Rock does, you know? Like,
yeah.
So, I personally think, so this is what I wrote down in my notes. So, I have such weird chicken scratch little handwriting. I'm like, bad guy was incredible. Top 3 Marvel movies. Top 3 Marvel movie, like, bad guy.
Yeah.
I like the fact that he had, like, a point. He wasn't just the bad guy for the sake of being the bad guy.
Yeah.
He had, like, I actually kind of, like, leveled with him a bit. I'm like, alright, you honestly have a good point. Why isn't Wakanda sharing, you know, its technology? Like, he grew up in the slums watching, you know, the racial prejudice against, you know, his people.
Yeah.
You know, against the black, you know, community. And he's like, you know, if Wakanda gave this, you know, this technology to, you know, to this culture, to, you know,
they would have destroyed themselves.
Probably, yeah, but that's the whole point. And it does a very good job in the same way that Civil War did, like, the Captain America versus Iron Man. Like, it's like, oh, if you had the ability to help people, why wouldn't you help them? And then on the other side, it's, of course, they would probably destroy themselves, like you said. So it's kind of like a give and take, and I thought that was done spectacularly.
Yeah, what else? And I also liked the other villain, Claw.
Oh, he was great.
Andy Serkis.
He was so good. I wish there was more of him in the movie.
And, basically, my biggest problem with the movie, really, is that spoilers, they offed both of them. And I could have seen maybe one of them dying, but both of them?
Yeah. I can understand Killmonger probably had to die. Because he was...
I think maybe you're right because of just whole... at the end, there was a great scene with
he was a radical.
Seeing the dawn. And
yeah.
Like, there was a lot of emotional... Like, I could see... because that was, like, the story arc for that movie, so I could see kind of that being a part of it, but to kill Claw as well, like, they couldn't, like... I could have seen, like...
And the fact that he wasn't taken down by a good guy, he was taken down by Killmonger.
Yeah.
So, you didn't even have, like, like that payoff, like, of Black Panther, like, taking him down.
Yeah.
Black Panther couldn't take him down. Or he could have, but he, you know, it was, didn't he, like, shoot somebody?
Yeah.
He shot,
he chose to save, what's his face? Martin Freeman's
character, yeah, I can't remember his name.
Ross,
Agent Ross.
Everett Ross or Everett?
Everett, yeah.
Yeah. Which he might be the Red Hulk, maybe.
Oh, that would be interesting. I'd like to see that.
I would love to see him as Red Hulk, yeah. I like Martin Freeman.
Yeah.
Poor Hobbit movies. Those were a failure, but...
I haven't seen them.
Yeah, they're alright. But yeah, Martin Freeman was great.
I love him.
He was
a great
Sherlock. And he's really good in Sherlock. Well, Sherlock's just great in general. But
essentially, though, Black Panther, T'Challa, he couldn't take down Clark because he would have been.
He chose to be a hero and save someone instead of capturing someone, and a lot of people from Wakanda were angry about that.
Yeah,
to say the least. But I really enjoyed it. The music, man, it really
the
got
score
to me.
Was very good.
The tribal chanting and stuff. It was really even for a person for a white guy, like, it was really moving, like the colors and
the culture.
The culture. I love that stuff.
I can't wait.
The music, man, the chanting and their dancing and all that stuff's really cool.
I don't know if it's an Animal Kingdom, but I know that Disney, maybe it might just be Disneyland, but I think Disney World too has a meet and greet now with the Black Panther, and I'm actually going in May for a couple days.
Oh,
and I'm doing like a Thursday to like a Monday type of thing, like over the weekend, and I am one of the parks we're going to is Animal Kingdom. I could probably see if they're going to do the meet and greet anywhere.
Yeah.
I feel like the Africa setting is probably
go hang out with a real Black Panther,
dude. Yeah, if I do, I'm getting a picture with him. I'm posting it on the freaking Geeklirious site because that'd be awesome, like on the Instagram or something.
Absolutely.
But yeah, I'm excited for that.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, what else? Yeah, just the Wakanda looked really cool.
Yes, I really like the way they portrayed it. It's like the secret civilization, almost like an El Dorado type thing. Which I think they mentioned in the movie. They mentioned like an allegory between like Wakanda and El Dorado.
Places, yeah.
So all right, so I'll talk about some of the notes I have here. So I thought the movie had a really good mix of seriousness and comedy.
I think, I didn't want Black Panther to have too much comedy.
No.
I think
it's definitely a more serious
movie.
More,
like, he doesn't have to be, he's not a Spider-Man type of character. That's not his thing. I like how, his
entourage.
His other characters had more humor to him.
Yeah.
But not too much.
Black Panther, he was more stoic.
I like that.
Yeah, so do I. There's a lot of goofy characters. Spider-Man, Ant-Man, they're trash talk.
Yeah,
even Doctor Strange to an extent is very like sarcastic.
Yeah.
Thor is becoming a bit of a comedy act. The Guardians are a bit of a comedy act. So it's good to have a more stoic superhero. Someone a bit more serious.
Yeah, definitely. But I still think he had like his moments. Not really as the Black Panther, but like when he was just T'Challa, when he's talking to his sister and stuff like this. There was some really cool moments between him and his sister.
Yeah, I love that dynamic between the two of them. That was great.
And also his love interest. She's great.
Lupita Nyong'o. Nakia. Her name was Nakia, right?
Yeah.
Not Nokia, like the phone. Nakia.
Yeah. I know she becomes a villain eventually.
What?
Yeah. In the comics, I believe.
Spoilers.
She becomes a villain. But, yeah. And, the gorilla guy, he's supposed to be more of a villain, too, so.
Gorilla?
The white gorilla.
The guy from the other tribe.
Yeah.
Yeah, they definitely kind of played at that a bit, because he was the guy who challenged him for the king.
I really liked that guy.
Kingship.
He was great. That guy was huge too.
Yeah, he was. Yeah, every freaking actor they have in this movie was ripped out of their mind.
He was really good, and he was super funny. Like I like that whole when he just says he's a vegetarian and stuff.
Oh, that was great. Yeah,
feed you to my children.
That was the one like bit of comedy I felt like didn't fit in the movie.
Really?
Yeah, it was kind of like out of nowhere.
I like that kind of because you didn't know what to expect.
I laughed at it for sure. I just wasn't expecting it, and it felt a bit awkward to me. That was, but like I said, not many negatives I have in this movie. So I think we should touch a bit because obviously this movie has a lot of like racial undertones.
Oh, really?
Yeah. if you didn't notice, and I thought I'm not going to get into the whole thing because this isn't what this. I'm not, getting into politics or anything like that, but obviously, the there's like that, like I said, the racial undertones, and there's like that bit of like tension between the races, and I thought it was done very respectfully.
Yeah, I
thought they didn't do too much to the point where it was like obnoxious.
Yeah,
and it didn't feel like a PSA. It didn't feel like a some kind of a you know what I'm trying to say.
It hit that nice sweet spot where, I mean, yeah, on the surface there's the racial, they're talking about that, but also, there's family, there's tradition, there's, the whole, they have a power, they have like a utopia, and they're kind of, they excluded themselves and hid away, and like it was some very powerful stuff. Like there's a lot of really good themes that we haven't seen in the other Marvel movies.
No,
I liked it was really different.
That's something that we have seen. None of the Marvel movies have really been a rehash of another movie. They've all been very individual in that way.
Yeah, it's what they've done, man. Like, they're just killing it every single time. They just know how to do it. I don't know how they do it, but they just do it. I really like the suit. I like,
yes.
I like the design of everyone's, clothes and stuff. Everyone looked really cool, from Killmonger to Claw, even how he looked with the arm that, like, goes.
Oh, yeah, the costume direction was
really
great.
Cool, yeah, and, everyone's costumes, the what were they called? The Dora Milaje or whatever, the Guardian people.
Yeah.
They were just amazing.
I love those girls. I was thinking about it while I was watching the movie, and I'm not usually the kind of person that like takes note of like costume design. Yeah. But if they don't get a nod at the Oscars for like best costuming or whatever the category is, like that's a missed opportunity, because it was really fantastic.
It was, yeah. Really, the costumes, the sets, and just all that stuff was really great. Great altogether visually.
What else do I have? Yeah, speaking of visuals, I thought that the way they explained, like, the lore of Wakanda, and, like, the whole scene where they're pouring the liquid into T'Challa's, mouth, and he has the whole, extra... I would say extraterrestrial. It's not that. He goes in like an ethereal plane type of thing, and he sees his father.
The Soul World.
Yeah, the Soul World. Like, that was such a cool scene where they put him under the sand, and like they did a really good job of explaining how the Black Panther worked, and
I want to see what that has to do with the Soul Gem. Like what involvement does that play?
Yeah, we didn't actually see the gem in the movie, right?
No, I mean
the stone or whatever. You
didn't know. You don't see it necessarily, but I mean that has to be what it was, though. Like,
you think so?
I think it has to something.
You think they're like underground somewhere? The stone's like in a like buried underground, and it's like creating plant life.
Wakanda somehow, in some way, from the flower. I'm not exactly sure but
yeah, we'll have to see where they're going with that.
Like that. Yeah, I'm definitely curious to see where that goes.
Because I like that purple motif, right?
Yeah.
Is the stone's purple? The Soul Stone?
I believe.
That would make sense. Yeah, I really liked his new costume, too. That was great. I know we talked a lot about costuming, but yeah, just like, the new costume looks so much better.
How did you like, Chadwick Boseman as Black Panther?
I thought he was very good. The thing, though, there's so many other characters that really stood out in this movie for me.
Yeah.
And so, I feel like I kind of want to watch the movie again and focus more on the main character. Because I feel like I was so, like, entertained by Andy Serkis and, who's the bad guy? Killmonger. Michael B. Jordan.
Yeah, Michael B. Jordan.
Yeah, I was so, like, locked onto them. Because I'm a villain guy. I love villains.
Yeah.
And they were two fantastic villains. But, he's not exceptionally memorable in the role. But he's...
Who, Michael B. Jordan?
No, Chadwick Boseman.
Oh, okay.
Like, it's not that you could replace him with any other actor. He did a good job. Just, he didn't stand out enough for me to really have, like, a crazy opinion one way or the other. Like, he was good.
Yeah. That That's I feel like this movie, not that it was rushed, it's just like they condensed so much. Like I could have, some of that stuff, like I was saying, like how the villains died, like I really feel like that could have been, extended to another movie just to like get a build up of like, to really know Black Panther, T'Challa, like, and like his family and stuff, because they were just all awesome, and I wanted to see more of that sort of stuff. I really feel like they put too much in it, and like I could have really seen maybe them that's like either less of Killmonger. Like I could have, if they would have like held off like on that stuff to the second movie or something, then it would have been really powerful. But it was good how they did it, though. Yeah,
it's hard to fit everything into a 2-hour movie or whatever, and but I think Marvel did a very good job.
Like, at least keep one of them alive, damn it. Like,
I don't know, maybe they'll bring one of them back.
Why didn't he bring Claw in alive or something? Like, I really feel like maybe they could have done that, and at the end he escapes.
Yeah.
And, because that was the plan all along. Like, he was gonna escape and then do something. I don't know. Like, there could have been so much they could have done with that. Once again, it's hard to say, though, because we don't know exactly where it's going. Like, what they have planned.
I would like to see... Is there anything in the Marvel lore that brings people back from the dead? Because I would really like to see more of either Killmonger or Claw.
I don't think so, unless they get like one of those the body decoys, full body decoys or whatever, like Agent Coulson did or whatever.
Right.
Life model decoys, that's what it is.
Was he was in Tahiti, whatever it was.
Tahiti.
Fiji.
That was the project for what
I gotta go back into Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. and watch that.
I need to watch this new season. I've already heard too many spoilers and I hate it, so I'm gonna have to really sit down and watch it.
That's one of my biggest pet peeves.
I guess when it comes on Netflix, whenever, because I already missed I think the season finale, or it's almost coming up.
Anyway, the last point I really had that was a positive was the incredible fight scenes. There were a lot of really great. The car chase scene was
I liked
incredible.
I really liked the car chase scene.
Some good humor in there, a lot of really good action moments.
I felt like there could have been more.
Yes, I was talking to one of my coworkers, and he said that his one gripe with the movie, not enough action. I don't necessarily agree with that. It wasn't over the top with the action. I honestly, see, the thing is, I was so entertained by the characters, I didn't even care that there wasn't as many fight scenes.
Yeah, I don't know, like, cause it had its fight scenes and they were good, like, everything was competent and it flowed really
especially
nice.
the last bit of the movie with, like, the multiple fight scenes, like, all, like, it reminded me very much of Star Wars, where, like, Star Wars does that thing where it, like, jumps around from, like, fight scene to fight scene happening. Mm-hmm. And that's what it really reminded me of.
I really like Chadwick Boseman as the Black Panther. I think, like you said before, like he has that stoicism that he gets that. He's not as ripped. Like when he was standing next to Killmonger, I'm like, Killmonger's just so much more ripped than he is, which that's fine or whatever. But his suit has some really cool powers too. And I don't know exactly, like, all his powers. Like, he has super speed and, well, not super speed, but, agility and strength.
Right.
I need to know exactly, like, we don't know his, limits as far as, like, his powers. Like, can he, like, is he as strong as Spider-Man, do you think?
No.
You don't think he's as strong as Spider-Man?
I mean, Spider-Man's ridiculously strong. I don't know about the limits of... We haven't really seen him do incredible feats of strength.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, we haven't really... He has some cool stuff. I love the stealth shoes that he has. Where
those are cool.
The sound completely silent.
Yeah, there's a very James Bondy kind of moment in that where, like,
his sister, cute, pretty much.
Yeah, he's given him all the gadgets and gizmos and whatnot. Very, very James Bond-esque.
I want to see more of that.
Yeah, so do I.
I want them to incorporate more of like it kind of looks like ancient and African, but it's very high tech and advanced.
No,
stuff.
yeah,
like that stuff's cool. Like I like how the thing that he saved Ross with, the beads or whatever.
Yeah,
I want to see more of that kind of stuff. I want to see some cool tech, but it doesn't necessarily look like it's futuristic.
No, yeah, absolutely. I think you really hit the nail on the head there with how cool it was.
I was super excited though, man. I remember from the beginning of the movie when they did the initial introduction, and then they had the Black Panther, T'Challa's father or whatever, going to what was it, Chicago? Or no, wasn't it the Bay Area, something like?
I think it was Los Angeles. It was Oakland.
Yeah, I believe it was Oakland. And he's talking to his brother or whatever because he's a spy or whatever.
Yeah, that was very cool.
He sold them out, and it was very emotional because I knew that was gonna because the kid was looking. I knew that was gonna come back into play. But
yeah, I didn't see where it was going, so good on you for picking that out.
So I was like how he just appeared in the room, like it was so cool. I was telling my friend that was sitting right next to me, I was like, wow, already this movie is like intense. Like there was some cool stuff.
No, yeah, super like punch. Like it's a good way to start the movie off with a big event like that. So, like I said, I had mostly good things to say about this movie. Yeah. The one thing that I wasn't a huge fan of, and maybe this is a comic thing, maybe I don't know. But the only thing I wasn't a huge fan of was that I feel like he had a little too much help. Like, for being he's like the king, and he's got superpowers, and he's got a high-tech suit, yet people are constantly saving his ass, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Sort of. Like, all the people around him did kick a lot of ass.
Yeah, they did. Totally.
I don't know if I necessarily see it as a problem. I liked that part about it. I do want to see more of T'Challa just kicking ass too.
Yeah.
Like I really want to see more, which I think we'll see. But I liked everyone that was
as did I.
The Guardian, like I liked her. She was probably the best, most kick-ass part of that movie.
She died. She did, didn't she? No, she didn't? Okay.
No.
There was a scene where one of the guards died, and they're all bold, wearing the same exact uniform, and I couldn't tell. Like, it happened kind of quickly, and I was like, oh, was that her that died? And I couldn't remember if I saw her later on.
Yeah, Killmonger did kill one of them, but no, it wasn't her.
Okay, good. Because they kind of made like a big deal out of the death of that character, and I was like, wait, was that her? But like I couldn't tell because they had like her back to the screen, and I'm like, oh. So it just looks like a bald woman wearing the standard armor, and I was like, ooh, is that her? I can't tell. But that's good that she didn't die. There's enough death in this movie.
And the armored rhinos that
that was cool.
That was so cool at the end.
Once again, that
battle
reminded me very much of Star Wars with the especially very Phantom Menace-esque. That's not
except good.
Except good, yeah. With like the animals wearing armor, fighting and
how the shields work.
Yeah, exactly.
Stuff. Yeah, that was cool.
As far as Phantom Menace goes, that's one of the better parts of it. The last fight scene with the Gungans fighting the droid army. That was pretty cool.
Yeah.
Jar Jar Binks kind of sucks in that scene because he was just making a mockery of everything. But anyway, that's not what I'm talking about.
He does.
But so. Yeah, that was pretty much all the notes I had for Black Panther. Did you have anything else to say about the movie?
I want to see it again. That's for sure.
I do as well. It's definitely going to be a movie that I'm picking up on Blu-ray, and I will definitely rewatch that.
Yeah, I really see. I don't know exactly where to rank them. I'm gonna have to rewatch a bunch of my top 5 and see where it can place. And I'm also gonna have to watch Black Panther a bunch more times before I can say it's there. But it's up there. I really enjoyed it. I like all the actors, man. It was just really well acted, and the action was just really good. I don't know.
I thought the pace of the
struck
movie,
a chord with me.
The pace of the movie was very good too. Yeah. Like I didn't feel bored at all at any points. There was never.
It felt quick too.
It did, but it felt like there was substance behind it.
Yeah.
There's certain movies that they're just paced a little weird, and there's a lull, and you're like, oh, this is like the bathroom break scene. There was not a bathroom break scene in this whole movie. There was
definitely not.
Everything was used with purpose, and
I just wanted more. I wanted it to be maybe a half hour longer. I could have seen like that. Just spending more time with the villains and stuff. Like I really thought they could have extended that. But what we got, I liked.
So, as we're nearing the end of our podcast, what did you think about the after credit scene with Bucky?
With Bucky.
Yeah.
I love Bucky, and I really like how they did that. I mean, I knew he was there because I was. They showed him being brought to Wakanda, didn't they, in Civil War?
Did they? I can't remember. I have to rewatch that movie.
Yeah, because I know I was reading the prelude to Infinity War, and it catches the comic, and it catches up like right after the Civil War. Like they show them Iron Man and him fighting, but they also show Cap bringing Bucky to Wakanda, and Black Panther's sister helping taking Bucky and to help with his memories and stuff.
That's
to
really
get all
cool.
that, and they showed that. So I knew he was there, but it's nice seeing him. He looked great in the outfit.
He did,
I don't know what you call those, but the African outfit and the long hair. He was looking real hippie like.
Yeah, no, I know.
And the kids were just like poking him and stuff.
That was
like,
funny, yeah.
And they called him the White Wolf.
The White Wolf. That's cool. I like that.
I know in the comics there's a White Wolf, but it's not supposed to be Bucky. It's a white guy that like was there, and they called him the White Wolf. But if they're doing something like that, I would love to see a Bucky T'Challa team up.
Yeah, that'd be cool. I feel like there when Infinity War kind of goes down, I feel like Bucky and Black Panther are going to show up together. You know what I mean? Because they're both coming from Wakanda. Like, he'll be like, hey, look who I brought. And Bucky's like, hey, and Captain America's like, oh.
Bucky! Yeah.
And then they embrace and they kiss a little bit. No, wait. But yeah.
It's a different movie. I was excited about that. I really like it. We could have seen, they didn't really show too much. They showed him, like, waking up, and that's cool. So I guess he'll be ready for
a fight.
Infinity War. I didn't think he was, I thought they were gonna I didn't think they were gonna show that in Black Panther, although it kind of makes sense because they're showing Wakanda. Why wouldn't they show him there for a little bit? But I thought they were gonna wait for Infinity War to see that. But
absolutely.
Yeah.
Well,
and also probably the best Stan Lee cameo.
Oh yeah, that was good.
That was hysterical.
That really was good.
That was probably his best.
What's it called? They're in like the
casino.
The casino scene, yeah, and he takes all the chips away from Ross. That was really funny.
Yeah, because what happens is they're in the casino and they go to talk to Ross because they found him there and he's buying a weapon or whatever. And T'Challa brings his stuff to enter the game so they could talk or whatever. And then they leave or whatever, and he's like, I'll just take that for him.
Yeah, Stanley. Oh man,
I'll just hold on to these. Oh man, that was really one of my favorites. Stan Lee cameos.
That was great.
Any last thoughts on it?
Nah, I think I
know I have more, but I'm gonna need another viewing before I really give it my solid, like as far as ranking wise. But I really enjoyed it. It's up there, man.
It definitely is. So, as we're wrapping up, I definitely want to remind all of our lovely viewers that not only are we on iTunes, but just announced for the first time on Geeklirious, we are on Google Play.
Yeah, the Google Play music app or whatever. You can have that for you Android guys.
Yeah.
We're on iTunes for Apple guys, and now for our Google people.
Yeah, and if you're...
Which I liked. I love seeing our podcast on there.
It's so cool, isn't it? Next step, Spotify.
One day.
And if you are on iTunes, definitely leave us a 5-star rating.
Yeah, 5 stars, comment, leave us a question. Tell us what you guys think of Black Panther.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because, let us know what you think. Well, I'm curious to see what everyone else, because I've been staying away from reviews and stuff.
Yeah. All of our information will be in the show notes, and we'll do a recap. Obviously, our outro it contains all of our social media stuff, so there are multiple ways to contact us. Yeah. So hit us up. Give us your Black Panther thoughts. We want to hear from you for sure.
Let us know.
Yes, let us know. Guys, thank you so much for watching.
Yes, we're getting we're getting a lot of traction on our downloads and stuff.
Yeah, we hit 100 downloads, so thank you.
So yeah, thanks everyone. Keep it up.
Absolutely.
We appreciate everything.
Absolutely. And maybe we'll start doing some giveaways once we get some more some more traction.
We're kind of like we were the Wakanda no one knew about us, but now we're not hiding anymore.
Yeah. We're black. We're Black
Panthers.
Black Panthers. All right. See you guys.
Have a good one, guys.
Roll the outro.
Bam. Hey, bro, what's that?
What's what?
That thing right in front of you, man.
Oh. You mean the script that's telling me to remind our listeners to subscribe to Geeklirious on iTunes or any platform of their choice?
Yeah, but wasn't there more?
Alright, let me take a look. Hey, there's a part where I tell the listeners to follow us on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter using our handle @Geeklirious.
Yeah, that's the best line I ever wrote.
Oh, crap. I deleted it.
Alright.
Sound check.
Sound check. 1, 2. 1, 2.
Chicken poop.
Yes. Yeah. Blah, blah, blah.
What does the fox say?
Yeah. What does it say?